Hey everybody, welcome back. It's 420 Shorty, and today I want to show you how I am in my dirt. Everybody does it a little bit different, and I do mine the way I like. I try to use as much of last year's dirt as possible and put some amendments in it, and then I buy some brand new topsoil. Actually, it's amended soil already. It's their premium soil that they have at the soil yard or the dirt yard that I go to. They have three kinds of soil there. They have their basic blend, their middle blend that has perlite and a couple different kinds of things in it, and then they have their primo blend that has both of the first two in it, plus all kinds of amendments. It has humus, it has worm castings, it has chicken manure, it has all kinds of stuff, and so it really doesn't need a whole lot of other stuff. And I can't afford to always get as much as I need to fill all the pots every year. Plus, I don't really have a place to put all my old dirt. So I try to reuse as much as possible. So today I want to show you what I've been doing. We've actually done all the other pots, and I've had people help me, but they didn't really want to be on video. So I'm totally cool with that. And I saved a little pot for me to be able to show you guys what I do. And please excuse the fact that I am not really in the best shape to do this all at once, but I'm going to do the best I can and try to take as few breaks as possible. So here we go. First of all, I will show you the amendments that I use. I've been using these buckets so that way I can measure accordingly. The big ones, the big pots, the 300 gallons. I have been using these full, and of course for the little pot I will use them partway full. And here I have some oyster shells for some calcium, and I like to just put that in the dirt, and that way the plant can have some calcium here and there and throughout the dirt as nutrients, and it really does help. Next we have some chicken manure, and I don't know if you can really see it very well, but it's just organic chicken manure. And I buy the bagged because I don't know for sure if the chicken manure that they have at the soil place I go to, it actually has steer manure in it, and it's too hot for what I do. So I don't try to use that. I use that in my vegetable garden, and I use the bagged organic chicken soil or chicken manure in my regular potted soils. And then, last but not least, I have a giant thing of worm castings. Now, I don't know if I can show you this without dumping it everywhere. Hopefully I can. But it's beautiful. It's like silk. It's amazing. And I get the good stuff that you cannot put in the light. You have to keep it out of the sunlight so that way it can stay nice and moist. It has worm castings, it has eggs, and it also has worms in it a lot of times. There will be little baby ones usually, but it's really great. It's really great for your soil. It brings back life to it. So, with that being said, I want to show you what I do actually to till the soil and to get it going. I saved y'all the trouble of seeing me use the pickaxe. It takes me a little while to do it, but you pickaxe the dirt that's from last year and you break it up so it's all nice and loose, and you can amend it and stir it around and till it. So that's the first step. And the next step, there we go. And the next step, I will show you what I'm doing down there in the pot. All right, let's see. I hope y'all can see really well because it doesn't seem like it's very lit. All right, here, I'm going to turn this too. Here we go. All right. All right. Now, I kind of almost can't see what I'm doing, but I don't know if you can tell. Whoops. You can see how the dirt is leaned this way. I don't know if you can really see that with how unlit it is, but I'll show you with the rake here. I have all the soil raked to one side. You can see this is the bottom of the pot, very bottom, and you can't take any more down or else I'll be going through the pot. So I try to keep up the sides, and you can see it's all nice, and I try to break up all the chunks with the rake, and I have it tilled all the way up to the side. I'm going to put a tiny bit back in the bottom, just so I have a way to mix stuff up. And what I've been doing Oh, I'm gonna go a little slow. I'm kind of sore today, guys. Sorry. All right. I usually take my calcium first, the oyster shells, and I try to mix. I throw some down. Oh, all right. And I mix it in. I start just tilling the top. Just a little bit, just so it's not all in clumps. And there we go. And I know I did not mix it all in yet, so you'll see. I did it in stages. It's hard for me, so I really have to do this in stages. And but my doctor says it's good for me to keep doing stuff like this. All right, and I'm trying to go as quickly as possible without, making myself pass out from the heat. It's still too hot here. All right, then we take the chicken manure. And this I've been using, I try to break up all the stuff. You can see it really does have chicken manure in it. Break it all up, don't leave big pieces. And yes, I just put my hands in it. It is just poo, it's not a big deal. All right, and it's all organic, so there we go. And put a little in. All right, then I do the same thing. Alrighty. And then I take the worm castings. And now these I try to kind of use a lot because you can really never have not enough worm castings. Not in my opinion, anyways. Let's see if I can tilt this around. These breaking up. One side. Walk around to this side. All right. And you can see it's gotten pretty good mixed up right here. Woo! All right. Now I just bring this down. All right. And there we go. I think you can see what I'm doing here. Maybe I need to turn it a tiny bit more. Possibly, yes. There we go. Maybe you can see better now. Now, I repeat the process. And I set this out here. And I take some calcium. And I try to do them one at a time, just because sometimes they like to stick together. And I try not to mix the calcium in when it's wet or too wet, because it tends to stick together and clump up. And okay, it has been a real long day for me, so I apologize if I get winded. Long day in the sun, at the doctors and labs. Crazy. But it's so awesome to get back out in the dirt, though. All right. Okay, oops, I got a little calcium on the top here. We'll bring that down. Get confidence. All right. All right. And now we have like another layer on top that I'm doing with that. All right. Whew. Okay, now take a little of the chicken manure. And then the worm castings. Wait. All right. Let's tilt bit. All right, now I go here. And I go to the side. Ah. See, that was a chunk that was old. Try to keep mixing it in. Oh. Oh. All right, now go to the other side. Oh. Woo! Gotta do right down to the bottom. Oh, there we go. All right, this is the hard part for me, guys. Woo! Here we go. Mixing, mixing. All right, this is why I have a helper. All right. All right, here we go. All right, and right down to the bottom. All right. All right. Now I'm going to throw some more worm castings in. Just because I have extra. And this is the last box. Whew. Usually I use them a tiny bit sparingly. They are expensive, but at the same time, you try to use as many as you can possibly like afford, you know, but also have as much as you can put in there at the same time. But I am on a budget, so. But I managed to calculate it pretty well, though. I have just enough for all of them. All right. Now to the other side. Woo. All right. Now we've got this whole area mixed. Whew. All right. I need a sip of water. All righty. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a long video. All right. Now, we're going to keep repeating the process. Okay, and I try to keep the size up as long as possible, or as tall as possible, I mean. Woo! And then we put the calcium up here. And we mow it. All right. And then I'm just going to sprinkle the chicken stuff on. And again, slide it in. And some casting. Just pop in one spot. But it's okay. Caught the fence behind me. All right, here we go. All right, now I can do to this side. Here we go. All right. All right, now some more down. gonna put some more amendments in. There we go. Alright, mull it around. Yeah, this is just you want it to mix in good. That's all. Whew. And again, I apologize. I'm not very in shape for doing this, but that's why I have help. Not too bad for a 20-year survivor, though. Yeah, doctor said I needed more annual cancer screens, so I had to go do all that today. Whew, but I don't let it get me down. Just gotta do it. 20 years I've been a survivor. It just makes me more passionate for my cannabis, because it's helped keep me alive. Woo! All right, this is a good workout. Woo! That's for sure. All right. Okay. Whew. Now, I'm going to pull a little bit more down so it's not on such a big hill. There we go. Because now I just got to do this and then down. So, a little more calcium. All right. Ooh, it's getting hot. All right. Next is the chicken bit. I'm going to save a little bit to put on the other side. All right. And this has gotten to be mixed up really well. So it will get mixed up very well. At least I hope so. Alright, here we go. And now we're going to mix this up. And bring it to this side. Alright. Alright, we're almost down to the bottom. Whew. Alright, holy moly here. Huh. Alright. Alright. Now I'm going to save a little bit of the worm castings for when we do. We're at the bottom now, so I'm going to put a little tiny bit in. But I'm going to save it when I put the next little bit of load in, because I took half the dirt out of this pot to begin with. And let's mix that in a little. Oh, good. Woo! A little more calcium. And some more casting. Alright. Woo! And now it's going to be the mix. Now, all this onto the top. Okay. Now we're 100% down to the bottom. Oh. All right. Now, I'm going to bring it to the side and mix it around. And I'll bring it to that side and mix it around. Oh, and I think I just saw a piece of a zip tie. It's under my trash pile there. Whew. Alright. Definite workout. Alright. All right. All right. Usually I just go around and around. Go back and forth. Whew. All right. Take a second here. Whew. All right. Now we'll bring to the side. All right. Whew. All right. Now. Whew. And I like to make sure that the sides get all mixed in. There's usually one little spot in the middle, like right there, that didn't get mixed in yet. I don't know if you can see that on there or not, but you'll see the other side. All right, down to the bottom. Oh, good lord. Whew. Might have to take a little break in a sec. Get some water. All right. This is getting really mixed in. All right. Okay. I'm going to go all the way down to this side. Like I did on the other side. And here it is, that little spot that didn't get mixed before. That's why you go to all four sides. Whew. I don't know if you can see it, that little dry spot. But that's at the bottom. Whew. And you gotta make sure you mix it in. All right. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a second. Get a little bit of water. Be right back. All right, we're back. Took a little breather, and I grabbed my pot of dirt over here. This is also dirt that came out of here from the beginning. So, this is all amended, and I kind of evened it all out. And what I'm going to do is, this is all good, so I don't have to really mix it anymore. And I know if I put some on top, I will just try to amend it. Now, here we go. I think you can kind of see. All right. Now, I try to take out anything that's actually growing, because there'll be lots of these when you have decent soil. You'll have lots of these little sprouts, bean sprouts and stuff. And I try to take out any big roots or things that look alive. Because remember, this is all the soil that came out of these pots in the beginning. So any seeds that got dropped here in the winter or whatever is, possible to be able to sprout. All right, here we go. I've got a few shovelfuls here. Pieces. I kind of have it in a mound right now. I don't know if you can really see it. Try to aim it down again. I think you can kind of see what's going on. Try not to knock my camera stand down. I have it in kind of a mound right here. I think you can see the difference between the two dirts. The stuff that's drier is the stuff that I'm putting in now. A few more scoops around. Alright. Again, I will put it in the toss here. And now when it's up this high, sometimes here, let me go grab my hand. When it's up to this level, I sometimes will just grab the hand trowel and do it. You can see some of these big things of roots I just take out. So I'm just doing that a little bit. Adding chicken in. Saving the last little bit to do the last little bit in that. And with this thing, the roots come out pretty well. Worm castings. Let's save some for the last little bit. Alright. And now, because I kind of had more control with this, and I only have to mix the top layer, so. And only a tiny bit down into the bottom. I'll do that with the rake. There, got that. Got a lot of little pieces of olive roots. And yes, I would sift it and do all this awesome stuff, but one, I don't have the manpower, and two, I don't have all the equipment to sift it better. But so far, a lot of these dead roots are what the worms will also eat. So that's really a cool thing. Rake and stir it in with that actual top layer. A little bit more. And you can see the wet layers coming up, so you can see it's getting mixed in. And it's not super important that it's all perfect. This stuff is actually going to be an outer layer to the really good stuff. So I'm going to take out any rocks. Throw them over there in the sand pile. Any plastic and trash, throw in the trash. Alright, now, next layer. Almost done. Alright. Yeah. Alright, a little bit more. Now, back to those amendments. This is the last bit. Alright, last little bit. Calcium. Seeds. It's pretty hot. Way hotter than I thought. I should put my hair up. I'm actually thinking that would have been a better call. Alright, here we go. Last bit of chicken. And the last bit of the worm. Alright, now these pile out of the way. Alright, so don't trip over them. Alright, here we go. Mix this in. Oh. Take out some big root clots. Alright. Alright, now let's rake. Ah. Yes, a lot hotter than that. Alright, here we are. Alright, now get it moving around. Top layer in there, and you can see that it's mixing around. Oh, slide this out of the way. Alright, and you can see it's mixing around. Pull out any bean sprouts or whatever they are. Ah, you can see that it's really getting mixed in. All right. Whew. All right, on this side. All right. All right, the other side. Yay, I didn't hit the camera. All right. All right, I think that'll do it. Okay, and I've learned not to put it all the way up to the top because you end up with water over the sides. And I have a couple tricks I will also tell you about in a second here. And it helps keep the soil full when it tends to compact after watering for a while. All right, that's pretty flat. And then what I do is, little hole. Try not to walk into T-posts here. All right, try not to hit the camera. I think I'm going to use the hand one. Because there's some finishing stuff. All right, I think you can see. I'll point it back to the middle of the pot. I think you can see them digging a nice hole here. Okay. Now I try to bring this stuff way up to the sides because this is the reconditioned soil. And now the purpose of that I try to put the triangle shaped or the cone shaped hole down here is so I can put in the really good soil. This way the new plant has some really good soil at first, and as it grows and gets to the bud cycle, it's growing down into the really good soil, and then it's going out into the other soil that's still amended, but not with all the nutrients, because by then you're giving it other nutrients for the bud cycle. And by doing this, it helps not have, see, and I pull some of this back over the top, so it's down under, and it doesn't have as many surface roots. It grows down into the good soil, and then out and around. Whew. And then on the very top, I will put in more of that, but I will not have it amended, so the roots will not grow up looking for any amendments. They will grow downwards because the top won't have any more amendments in it after a few waterings, because we'll be putting the fresh stuff on top. Because inevitably, after you put the plant in, you water it a few times, and then the soil compacts, and you're going, oh god, now my roots are showing. And so I throw some of that dirt on top, and then the roots grow down more because they're looking for the good dirt and not the stuff that I just covered up with and use as mulch, basically. But it's not really mulch, it's just extra dirt that I put over, so it doesn't have roots exposed to the sun. So I try to make a bit of a... All right. And no, it does not have to be perfect. All right. Water here. All right. Now, I don't know if you can see. I'll try to aim you over there. See, there's a bucket back there, the blue bucket. That has some of the brand new soil. So does the wheelbarrow, but I'm going to use the bucket. I'm going to slide that over and show you all what I can do. Or how it looks. Oh. There we go. All right. All right. Now you can see the bucket there. we start trying to throw dirt. This is now the brand new, well amended soil from the soil place. And we go to a local place called Ellis Ranch. I don't think they'll mind me doing a little shout out to them because they're pretty awesome. And but they're the local people that help with the wineries and stuff around here too. Just keep putting all the brand new dirt right in the middle. Yeah, this has like hummus, it has neem seeds, it has all kinds of stuff in it. I think it has bat guano, it has chicken manure, it has a few other things that I can't think of off the top of my head right now. But anyway, has a little bit of lava, has a little bit of perlite, and lava is lava rock. That also helps give it some trace minerals. Alright, hopefully it'll be where I can pick it up soon because I'm getting sick of shoveling. Yeah, and this helps them have really good root structure and good vitamins and all the stuff it needs in the beginning. And like I said, whoa, as it gets to the bud stage, it will need less of the nutrients in the soil, and we will be putting other stuff in for bud. Because this all helps with the veg cycle and throughout, but you will be giving them different stuff for actual buds. So, stuff that's higher in potassium. Now you can see there's a nice good amount in there. Might put a tiny bit in. And before I was calculating by shovelfuls, and I already counted how many shovelfuls I put in here. I put a couple extra in actually that I had been doing. I've been doing 14 in the big pots and 7 for the little. I think I've like 8 or 9 in here, and I'm gonna put a little tiny bit more. Because a couple extra isn't gonna do any damage. I just had a couple extra left, and the rest over there is gonna go in my vegetables. So, all right. Nice. And this is what I did with all of them. I filled in the wedge, and then I take all this and bring it down, and make it all nice and even. And you can see it kind of goes over the edge of that hole where I just put the brand new soil. There we go. That way the roots go down and not just out, because they won't find that many nutrients out here. They'll find just the basics. And that's the worm castings and the chicken manure and stuff. I only gave it enough for the basics, and just to keep going and to give it enough later on. All right, here we go. And now you can see where the different color is, I think. Gotta wipe off my glasses here real quick so I can see. Now, see, I will water with my handy dandy hose here. I water it in. And I water it in for a couple days. That way the nutrients can kind of get into everything a little bit, you know, get balanced out and it's not straight hot. And what I mean by hot is too high of nutrients right away for a small plant. If it's too much nutrients, it'll burn the plant. And I did that my first year that I lived in this house. I kind of overdid it and burnt all the plants, and don't want to do that again. Oh, look, here it's getting sunny again. Holy crap. Woo! So, it is sunny in here now. But that's how I amend my soil. And here we go. Let me get out of the sun here. Woo! Here, let's turn this. There we are. Right on. Yes, and that's how I amend my soil. I did it for all the pots. And excuse the fact that I was out of breath. I am just now getting back into shape after being injured for quite a while. And I think I'm doing pretty good. My doctor is too. So, that being said, woo! Day's work is done. Time to go eat. And can't die. So, I hope y'all have a peaceful day. Keep tuning in. Ring that bell. And yeah, definitely have a peaceful day. And happy growing.